Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And we're having democracy stolen from us. We're actually living in a Marxist dictatorship that'll soon be a one-party Marxist dictatorship where you don't get a vote. Deep breath for this one. We all know how desperate Keir Starmer is to try to get as many councils as possible to not have an election next May. The reason being he knows that the Labour Party will face an absolute whitewash. They will be blasted out of office. He will look particularly bad, having overseen one of the biggest, most disastrous local elections in history. However, every Labour council is now at the moment trying to pretend it's reorganising so that it can take advantage of a delay in the vote and say, oh, we don't need a vote. We don't need to vote. The people want the vote. The people are entitled to the vote. Anything that stops people voting is an affront against democracy. It's no less than what you would expect in a Marxist dictatorship. Take away the vote. It's one man, one vote. Keir Starmer is the man, and he's the one with the vote. It's as simple as that. But this is where it gets weird, because it isn't just Labour doing their best to cling on to these seats, to hold on to their power. The Tories are doing it as well. There are several, or indeed many, Tory councils now destined and determined and hopeful of cancelling the elections. They don't want to have an election. Why? Surely they'd like the opportunity to get Labour out. No, because for the Tories, it's an existential threat as well. Labour, no, if there's an election, they're finished. The Tories suspect it because people are going to vote reform. And so to stop reform, Labour and the Tories are both trying to deny the people of this country the vote. This is an establishment absolutely shitting itself because they've screwed the people so hard, so deep, for so long that they are now about to pay the price of their iniquitous behaviour. And the people have had enough. And they know the people have had enough. And they are scared. They are absolutely terrified because if, as suspected, a lot of both Labour and Tory councillors have gone, not only does it reduce their power and their ability to screw us over continually, it also digs deeply into their funding. Reform, of course, will then benefit from all that funding, benefiting hugely indeed. And it will give them the momentum. They're doing everything they can to destroy the momentum of reform. We must reject this. Any council, every council that says you're not allowed to have a vote, you've got to be down there at the town hall, en masse, thousands of people, demanding the vote, demanding the right to vote them out. And you must vote them out. They are the ones denying democracy. So even if they reverse their decision, say, okay, you can have the vote, you must, to a man, vote them out because they wanted to deny you that vote. They don't deserve to be there. Fight, fight, fight. You've got to stand up. There comes a line in the sand, and them denying you democracy, denying you the right to self-determination is absolutely a right. That's the line. Now, this could not happen in America. And indeed, the Second Amendment in America exists for precisely this reason. It is to stop dictatorship. Because in America, those rights to bear arms, are done deliberately so that when something like this happens, you point the guns at the government. That's why the Second Amendment exists. And that's why this government and previous governments throughout time have been so keen to remove the right to bear arms in this country. It's so that they can get away with shit like this. Well, fine, we don't have those, but we've got everything else. And we've got the numbers. And when there's 10,000 people outside a town hall, no councillor dare enter it because they know what the cost would be. We've got to start getting militant. We've got to start enforcing our will on them. We are many, they are few. And if they get away with denying democracy once, you'll never get a vote again. Because if we don't get on our feet, our children will never get off their arses. They'll be on their knees forever. Thanks very much. Bye.